Hello and welcome. In this video, I am going to build with Montech Heritage case. Since this is a 41.5 liters case, I've opted to use 240mm AIO instead of air cooling, just to make it look prettier in the end. What you see is the finished build. Let's get on with the building. If there are any quirks with this case, I will let you know. The spec for this build should be on screen by now. While NVIDIA 4060 is all I have, this case can easily accommodate up to 5090. If you are wondering why I don't have any better GPUs, I don't need high-end GPUs. The games I've invested thousands of hours in are RimWorld and Crusader Kings kind of games which even iGPU can play. The only reason I have 4060 is due to the YouTube channel and I use it for rendering. Alright, the motherboard and all internal front cables are installed. Since this case has ample space, cable routing was fairly easy. I didn't encounter any issues. The power supply basket has 3 holes for 3 different height levels. The higher you install it, the better compatibility it will have with a bigger GPU. At the same time, if you wish to use 360mm water cooling AIO, you may need to install your power supply at a lower level. In other words, it depends on your setup. In my case, I am installing it on the highest level. Okay, a standard power supply is installed. I did have the option of turning it the other way, so that the fan would face outward, allowing it for fresh air intake. However, due to the orientation of the case power cable, I felt that this was better for cable management. Either way, it won't make much of a difference probably in a spacious case like this. NVIDIA 4060 is installed. You can see easily that this case can take in a much larger GPU. And it looks like the power supply height level may have nothing to do with GPU length at all. With water cooling AIO installed, this is almost done. There are 4 fans in this case, which are Okino's Infinity Mirror fans. To be honest, this is overkill for the spec. The CPU is only rated for 90 watts, and GPU is rated for 115 watts. Not only does it not need water cooling, it shouldn't need 4 fans either. A single rear fan should do the job because its top and bottom are pretty much entirely open. You just need to create some negative pressure, and air will circulate on its own. Before closing the side panel, I just want to make sure that all fans will spin and RGB lights are properly connected. There is something I'd like to mention here. Due to the way its leather handle is installed, you must uninstall one part of it in order to fully open the case, which is rather cumbersome. The handle should have been integrated onto the top of the case, not side panels. This is the highest I've seen Ryzen 7900 Non-X to go, which is 4.65 GHz at around 59 degrees Celsius. Am I surprised? Not really. I did say that the cooling is overkill, and the case itself is large. Again, no surprises with a gaming test. CPU hits 5 GHz with 57 degrees Celsius, with GPU averaging out at around 62 degrees Celsius. The reason that CPU is going higher is this is not all-core turbo. So, here are my final thoughts on this case. It's not a bad case. It's easy to build with and has ample room to work with. My problem is with how big it is, but that is my own personal problem since my channel focuses on small things. Having said that, this case allows only micro ATX. It should have allowed full ATX by making it a tad taller. It would become around 50 liters if they did that, but the difference between 42 and 50 liters is minimal. I suppose they could no longer call it compact at 50 liters, although calling it compact at 42 liters isn't correct either. Finally, the leather accent is not something I care. I am totally indifferent to it. Thank you for watching and see you next time.